Okay, magandang araw po sa lahat. Welcome back to Disciplines and Ideas in Social Science. I am Ma'am Cheryl Ibay. Okay, ang objective po natin ngayon ay based sa most essential learning competencies na differentiate the nature and functions of social science disciplines with the natural sciences and humanities. So we are done with the natural science, and now we will proceed to the humanities. So our lesson for today is the nature and functions of social science disciplines with the humanities. So what is humanities? But before we proceed with that, we all know that society is the place where social interactions and human relationships happens. We as human we are considered as the prime movers of interactions, and this interaction causes changes in our society. Because of our curiosity and eagerness to explain the different phenomenon, it was resulted with the emergence of the different divisions of sciences. And these are the social sciences, the natural sciences, and the humanities. So what is humanities? Humanities comes from the Latin word humanus, meaning human, cultured, and refined. It's branches of knowledge that concern themselves with human beings and their culture, or with analytic and critical methods of inquiry derived from an appreciation of human values and of the unique ability of the human spirit to express itself. So, from this definition, we can say that humanities is an academic discipline that deals with human society and his culture, using the analytic and critical method, or something to do with the appreciation of human values. We will now discuss the general concepts and the historical background of humanities. Paano nga ba nag-start, o saan ba nag-start itong body of knowledge na to, or discipline na to? Yung mga taong expert or nag-aaral ng humanities, they are called as humanists or human scholars. Sinasabi, based from history, humanities started in ancient Greece, particularly in Athens. So there was wide-ranging education in early ancient Greece, or the ancient Greece, and also in ancient Rome. So sa Rome, they introduced the different seven liberal arts, such as grammar, rhetoric, logic, arithmetic, geometry, astronomy, and music. So itong mga liberal arts na to, they are considered as humanities because they are about ways of doing. So that is about human culture. So there are different branches of humanities. Ano ba yung mga branches ng humanities? So I have here different images that describes the different branches of humanities. So based from the 6 images, ano kaya itong branch na ito? Okay, very good. So this is visual arts. Actually, arts, nakaklasify siya into visual arts, and meron pa pong isa. So when we say arts, it has something to do with the expression or the application of the human skills or creative skills or our imagination. So it can be in visual form, kagaya ng makikita natin dito sa mga images na nandito. It can be in a form of painting, sculpture, photography, crafts. Okay, so we also have architecture. Okay, so yan yung basta nagpapakita ng creativity, expression of creativity. Okay, next. Okay, very good. So ito naman yung another form ng arts, which is performing arts. So when we say performing arts, anything that shows expressions or imaginations that is showcasing the different skills of a person in order to convey ideas through performing or performance in an audience. Kaya rinawag siyang performing arts. So, ano yung mga halimbawa nito? Halimbawa nito yung dance, okay, yung singing, acrobatic, magic, yung mga halimbawa niyan. Yung live band, ano pa ba ang mga halimbawa ng performing arts? Pwede naman din yung opera, yung marching arts, yung comedy, yung even yung mga magic show. Okay, so anything that performing in a live audience. Next, ano naman ito? Okay, very good. So it is naman about religion. Okay, ano naman yung religion? It has something to do with the existence of God. So, different beliefs, worldviews, something to do with morality. Okay. Ano pa po yung ano? So, when we say religion, it has something to do with the different worldviews, the different practices, ethics, or organization which is related to relate human to a certain supernatural or spiritual elements, that is religion. Another, ano naman po ito? Okay, very good. So, ito naman yung tinatawag nating philosophy. Ano naman yung philosophy? So, philosophy is something to do with love of wisdom. So, anything that deals with we're going to study certain phenomenon or problems concerning matters such as the existence, about different knowledge, the justification, so what is truth, what is right and wrong, so the validity of certain phenomenon or event. Okay, so that is philosophy. Next, ano naman po ito? Very good. So it is about literature. So what is literature? So when we say literature, it has something to do with handwriting or writing form. It deals with the different literary pieces. It can be written or oral. Yun po yung tinatawag natin literature. So, pwede yung mga novels, mga short stories, yung plays. So, it attempts to decipher the meaning of the text, and those may mga symbolism yung mga text na yun, may mga themes, and then bring it into a social aspect, and that may influence the different text. Next, ano naman po ito? Okay, very good. So this is linguistics and humanities. So when we say linguistics and language, rather, it is something to do with the way how we communicate in different language or speaking countries. So it brings with a sense of culture to individuals. Uh, it is concerned with the origin of the language. Uh, it deals with the scientific study of language, the analysis of language, yung different vocabularies, yung variation of different language, yung uses ng different language. Ito naman, ano kaya ito? Okay, very good. So it is history. So the common definition of history is something to do with the systematic study of the significant event from the past. Okay, so it refers to the interpretation of the historical records of humans, the societies, the institutions which change over time. Okay, so when the three body of knowledge, social science, natural science, and humanities is considered as integrated, interrelated, and interdisciplinary. Bakit kaya ituturing na interrelated, integrated, and interdisciplinary itong tatlong uh, branch of knowledge? Okay, so they are integrated, interrelated, and interdisciplinary because the primary center of their study is the human, the society, and the world. So how human influence the society and the world. So how society impacts human and the world, and how the world influence or affects human and his society. Ito naman po yung mga differences ng tatlong body of knowledge na ito. So, in nature, pare-parehas sila ng nature which is they are academic disciplines, so part of body of knowledge, but they have different function. So, social science deals with the institutions and functioning of human society, with the interpersonal relations of individuals as members of society. While natural science, it deals with explaining concurrent and existing theories and changes happening to humans, the environment, the society, and the world. On the other hand, humanities deals with the study of the aspects of human society and culture. Nagkakaiba-iba din sila sa mga methodology na ginagamit. So, social science uses speculative, experiential, scientific, and logical, while natural sciences uses empirical, experimental, scientific, and logical. On the other hand, humanities uses speculative, experiential, scientific, and abstract. Tignan natin ang pagkakaiba ng social science and humanities. So, these are the comparison between these two body of knowledge. In nature, social science is objective, while humanities is subjective. So it is based on the experience of human. Approach, social science is more uses scientific approach, while humanities is more on analytical approach, so more on analysis and interpretation. Social science concerned with the basic elements of human culture, while humanities is distinctive elements of human culture. Mas distinct, mas specified yung pag-aaral ng humanities when it comes to human culture. Social science concept of truth is more on positivities, while humanities is relativist. Social science focuses on the pattern behavior of human and this behavior how it affects society, while humanities it has in-depth understanding of the specific cases or events. So, social science, the area of study of under social science are more on tradition, culture, the heritage of society, while humanities is more on factual differences between humanity and pure science. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much for your participation in today's session. See you next time.